One of my favorite speakers recently suggested that if you want to ensure that you do not outlive your money in retirement due to those key retirement risks, you need to save 20% of your paycheck each and every year. Now, is that goal obtainable each and every year? So let's look at 2020 when we were in the midst of a global pandemic. Were you able to save 20% of your paycheck for your retirement? So what I want to do today in this video is talk about how you can actually put a portion of your retirement portfolio in autopilot so that you're not having to control the movements for that portion of your retirement portfolio. Is it even possible to have a portion that would require less control, less risk, but provide a better outcome, especially if it's ensuring that you have financial security and are not outliving your money in retirement? Well, let's see. Hi, my name is Darlene Hartman. I'm a CPA and founder of D. Hartman Consulting, LLC. For the best retirement annuity advice, subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so that you can receive notices anytime I post a new video. I want to start off by telling you a little bit about myself. So over a decade ago, I thought I had everything going for me. I had a great job, I had a house, a car, and good health. But I was controlling every aspect of my life that I could control, such as diet and exercise, of which I was working out 8 to 10 hours every week, in order to manage those aspects of my life that I had absolutely no control over, in order to stay on top of rather than overcoming the fears and stresses I was dealing with in my life. Well, it finally caught up with me, and I had to shut my life down in order to gain back what was important to me, which was my health, both physical and mental. So yeah, I wasn't in good health. And I know you can probably relate because I find that everybody has a way of controlling their life in order to help avoid fear or stress, or just to help manage fear or stress. I'm not sure if you know this about me, but I'm also a Pilates instructor. So in my journey towards better health, I learned about the healing benefits of the mind-body connection that Pilates could provide me. So 2 big takeaways from Pilates. First off, I didn't need to work out as much as I was working out, and I'm actually stronger now than I have ever been before. My other key takeaway was that I found a correlation between less exertion, less control, and more efficient workouts. So if you think about it, our muscles know what to do, but we have a tendency to control that movement with especially our bully muscles. But if you can let those bully muscles go and allow the movement to happen as it's intended to happen, you'll actually find that your muscles know what to do. So basically, we're putting the muscles in autopilot. So don't misunderstand me. It took me quite some time to figure out how to reprogram those muscles so that they would do what they were intended to do. And that's what I teach my clients. And I find that when they find that sweet spot, that they'll tell me that the movement was easier than they thought it was going to be because they weren't forcing that movement to happen. Rather, they were just letting it happen. But how they felt more muscles in the movement when they released that control. So as Joe Pilates stated, change happens through movement and movement heals. So how does that pertain to retirement planning? Because it does. Well, let's see. Now that you know that you can reprogram your muscles for less exertion, less control, more efficient and easeful movement, what about retirement planning? Can you reprogram your thinking on retirement planning? So I mentioned earlier that one of my favorite speakers said that we need to be saving at least 20% of our paycheck each and every year to ensure that we cannot outlive our money in retirement. But are there any guarantees that 20% each and every year is enough given all these key retirement risks? And then again, can everyone save 20% of their paycheck for retirement? And even if we have those who can save 20%, can you save it each and every year? Well, based on my own personal experience, I can tell you that there are factors that are not under our control. So look at the global pandemic and how many people lost their jobs in 2020, in addition to those people who had to take a pay cut. And what about health conditions that are not under our control? But what I want to ask you is, are you trusting the process? No matter how much you can save for retirement, are you trusting the process? So I know I'm asking a lot of questions and I will provide the answers, but in the meantime, leave me a comment in the section below and let me know what you think I mean by trusting the process. Also, if you're enjoying this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and hit that notification bell so that you can receive notices anytime I post a new video. Well, let me start off by explaining what the process is not. It is not buying high and selling low. Why follow the trend? How has that trend worked for other people? Let's look back at 2008, where so many people lost their retirement savings. I've been absolutely heartbroken to hear the stories. Another thing would be those get-rich-quick schemes. So I do want to note that as soon as the information becomes public, whether it be about an idea, a concept, or a company, it's no longer a get-rich-quick scheme, because so many investors are going to flood the market for that idea, concept, or company and cause a compression of the returns. So there goes your get-rich-quick scheme. And then also, what about people like Bernie Madoff, who was convicted in 2008 of a Ponzi scheme? Again, so many people lost their retirement savings due to that Ponzi scheme. So just so you know, the Ponzi scheme actually came about in 1919 by a guy named Charles Ponzi. And you bet there's still Ponzi schemes going on today. Now, do those processes really seem like you're taking the control out of decision making? And they seem quite stressful to me. What about you? So I mentioned earlier in the video about you putting your retirement planning in autopilot. So one way would be finding a financial advisor, one that's going to work in your own interest rather than their own self-interest. Have you ever heard of the rule of 72? So it estimates how many years for your retirement portfolio to double given an annual rate of return. So how is that even possible? Well, it's due to compounding interest, where you earn interest on interest. So the controlling behavior by you in that scenario would be you putting money in the market, no matter how much. Less control by you? Well, people have done really well putting money in the market over long periods of time. Where the trouble starts is when you start timing the market, which can be successful at times, but look at your percentage of success compared to how many of those incidences of timing the market did not work out for you. And then again, if you're approaching retirement, that may not be the best time to be timing the market. Now, is there an even better way to put a portion of your retirement portfolio in autopilot? Well, of course there is. Obtaining contractual guarantees that will provide you 100% principal protection, in addition to ensuring that you cannot outlive your money in retirement if you set it up as such. So just as a reminder, only an insurance company can provide you those contractual guarantees. And if you have enough of those contractual guarantees to cover your basic living expenses, then you can put a portion, albeit small, into those quick get-rich-quick schemes. And if it doesn't pan out, then you won't be so stressed out because you have those contractual guarantees covering your basic living expenses. So let's think about it. A retirement annuity, less exertion. I mean, it's picking up a pen to sign the paper, less risk, less control, and maybe even better results for your retirement portfolio. If you don't believe me, check out my video, More Risk, More Rewards, True or False. So Joseph Pilates' statement, change happens through movement and movement heals, does apply to retirement planning. But in order to receive the healing benefits of movement, you have to take action. If you're interested in obtaining those contractual guarantees for the financial security, certainty, and happiness it can provide your retirement, be sure to click the link below to apply to become my client. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and share it with your family and friends. Thank you for watching. Let's get the conversation started on how you can live your best retirement while not outliving your money.